Kiawah becomes a part of your soul. It just does. They love the nature. They love the stunning 10-mile beach. They love the golf courses. Kiawah is peaceful. People come here, they decompress. It's about family, it's about friends, it's about creating memories. People love to call Kiawah home.
This is one of Kiawah's most remarkable homes. Not because of its almost $14 million price tag, or its more than 7,300 square feet of luxury living space between the main house and guest cottage, or that it sits on almost 2 acres of oceanfront property, providing the ultimate private ocean retreat. This home has one added feature that makes it especially unique. This renovation has achieved Silver LEED certification by the U.S. Green Building Council's leadership in energy and environmental design. This coveted designation ensures that these future homeowners will save more than 35% in energy use and up to 30,000 gallons of water per year. So how did this highly energy efficient 3-story Nantucket-style family compound evolve from this energy-consuming, outdated Georgian colonial? Let's hear from the project team that made that happen, what they learned along the way, and what we can learn from their experience.
I had seen multiple properties throughout the years, and this one caught my attention for a multitude of reasons. Oceanfront property on a private driveway, so you get the privacy, you get the access to the ocean, you get the correct sighting for the light, and you just had to enhance it. I love renovations. I find that more challenging than starting with a white canvas, because you are working within a parameter. I'm very proud and excited about that it is going to be a LEED silver and that it was a renovation. I'm proud that we didn't knock down the building. You know, we saved it and enhanced it instead.
Renovating a home is really one of the greenest things you can do, because what happens a lot of times when you have a piece of property that's a desirable spot and you have an older home on it that doesn't really fit the needs of the way people live today, kind of everybody's first inclination is, well, let's tear it down and start from scratch. And when you tear a house down, it ends up in the landfill, and that's just a horrible waste of materials and resources. What they did at 109 Flyaway was very thoughtfully look at the house, look at what they had existing, and said, okay, what can we do to make this house fit the way people live today? And they kept a lot of the major structural elements to the house. And so what that did is resulted in a whole lot less material having to be taken out of the house. And when they did take material out of the house, they reused or recycled or donated the vast majority of it. They made big donations to Habitat for Humanity for building products that were still in good use. They recycled wood, they made bird houses and duck houses out of it. They did some neat things with it, and then whatever they have left, they're going to responsibly either grind up the wood or other things that can be reused in the landscape, or just other ways to recycle the materials out of it, so that very little will end up in the landfill from building this house.
We're saving the structure, not just tearing it down to the ground and starting over. We're saving the driveway. Quite a bit of the project that we're saving, the landscape we're saving. So we're doing everything we can to utilize what can be utilized, while we also bring everything else up to date architecturally and structurally. And the construction techniques that we use will guarantee that the products last. And that also has a green effect. If you have a product that's going to last 30, 40, 50 years and not have to be replaced in 15 years. That saves materials, that saves labor, and that's a green aspect of construction, is doing quality construction that's built to last. What you see now is the old drive-it stucco, kind of a dated or not the same kind of style front entry stair that we want. That's going to be torn down. We'll be building a covered porch above the entry. As you can see right now, it's kind of exposed to the elements. What we'll be adding to this facade are two-story gambrel dormers, which are really going to make a dramatic effect which will really help with the curb appeal. When you drive into the house, this is the first impression you have of the house. And with the architectural design that Chris Rose's team has come up with, you're going to make the turn in the driveway and see something new that's just going to be really dramatic and really exciting.
We're trained as problem solvers. That's what architects are here for. We're the last thing in the world that's handmade. Everything else is machine made these days. It's very hard to find something, and this is one thing that uses local craftspeople and local talent to actually construct and utilize timeless architecture using classic materials, classic style, and that's I guess one aspect that I think we try to bring when we do a home, that it really could not be on a different location, because it is utilizing the unique views, capturing the breezes, the sun angles, everything of where it is, so it has a sense of place.
This is where most of the dramatic changes are going to occur up here. This whole floor, the entire roof system gets stripped off. All of the walls will be taken down. The floor on this one floor will actually be taken off completely so that we can add some new structural components to the floor system. The exterior walls will be reframed for an entirely new roof system. The low ceilings are going to go away. We're going to get some more volume. This entire floor is going to turn into a master suite. What you're going to see on this floor is the most dramatic change of the existing house, with the entire floor being redone from beginning to end and creating just an exquisite master suite.
We're here on the 3rd floor. The office is one of my favorite rooms in the house. We've utilized the material of cypress. It's actually a pecky cypress. And the cypress is forested and left on the riverbanks in order for the bugs in the water to actually eat through some of the wood. So you'll see it almost looks like it's deteriorating in some places, but that's actually a great finished look. We'll come through with a light pickling stain and a clear finish over the top of it. This matched with the heart pine floors that we have installed throughout the master suite area will really make this pop.
To build a house that is green, that is sustainable, you don't have to do things that are extreme. And I think a lot of people think that you have to make sacrifices in either comfort or you have to make sacrifices in style for a house to be green, and you don't have to do that. If you look at 109 Flyway, it's a beautiful home architecturally speaking, but it is also a green home. And I think some of us get these ideas in our head that you have to kind of have these ultra modern looking houses with, that look more like boxes than homes, with these big sections of solar panels on the roof. And although Flyway is going to have solar panels on the roof, you're just not going to be able to see them. You can have a green home that looks nice, lives well, is comfortable to live in, and shouldn't cost you any more to build and maintain than a regular house. It's just about making smart decisions along the way.
Glad to have the opportunity to showcase the different elements of the home. I'd like to start in the kitchen and showcase the hardwood floors that we got an opportunity to salvage both on the 1st and 2nd floor of the main house. The natural patina that you get with these floors, you can't match. It's something that happens over time with the sun and with the elements, and we protected them, and when it came time to finish them, they really had an opportunity to shine. These cabinets are fantastic. They're made locally here in North Charleston. They're made in a factory that is very environmentally conscious with regards to their workers. You have a lot of dust particles coming from the finishes that go into building cabinets, and they really do a good job at taking all those particulates out. And they give you a fantastic finish. These are all inset cabinets with a beaded frame, and we've got this new white honey countertop that goes on top of it, which I think the colors work out very well. Our conservation techniques include our low flow faucets, both the vegetable sink as well as over in the main sink of the kitchen. We've got all of our Energy Star appliances here with our front loading dishwashers, which we have 2 of in here. We've got a terrific Wolf dual fuel range, which is great for doing a lot of cooking, entertaining. We've got 9 bathrooms, we've got 8 bedrooms. Everybody's got their own private quarters. In the afternoon hours here, where you've got plenty of afternoon light, especially with the beach right out in front of us here, we've got a design that really helps us make the best use of it. We've got these double French doors. We got a set, and a set. There's 3 sets, side lights, lets in plenty of light, but again, that low E glass, and has a great R value, it doesn't let any of the heat in through that. So you get all the natural light, so you don't have to keep your lights on in your home, and at the same time, you're able to get nice, warm, a really good feel in here.
From the homeowner's perspective, it's about understanding how to operate or live in a greenhouse. It's about realizing that you don't need to leave your lights on all the time. You have a lot of natural daylighting, and if that is sufficient, you can turn off lights in the unused rooms and make a difference. And one of the things that we really look at is if every homeowner in the United States were to save 10% of their utility usage, then we take 40 power plants offline. And 10% savings is easy. It is really easy, and we can do that through homeowner education. So if we take 40 power plants offline in the United States, what does that can do to our electric bills? Well, everybody's bills will go down, and the cost of energy will go down.
To top it off, we have a little bit of warmth centrally focused right in the center of the room. We got the flagstone that we've gotten out of Sequatchie County, Tennessee. It's a sawnback veneer, and it really does look like true, thick, big stones without having the additional weight, without having to put it on a truck and put diesel in the tank and actually get it here. We're able to get here a lot lighter. We're able to engineer the flooring underneath it just to hold a lighter stone, but still have the look of a nice, large stone fireplace. Again, we have the doors on the fireplace that I think are always going to be an important aspect of indoor air quality for any fireplace in a home. Having those doors, being able to capture any, whether it be pilot light gas or whether it be residue from your chimney coming back down, really helps isolate some of those things for the future homeowner.
I think people are beginning to be aware that we have a big impact in our homes, and that building houses and living in houses, we're a big consumer of energy, we're a big consumer of materials in that process. And so they want houses that are energy efficient, they want houses that are made out of materials that have been sustainably produced, and they want houses that are healthy for them to live in. And what the LEED process gives them, a LEED certified house gives them, is an assurance that these standards have been met.
A lot of very easy points in the program can be achieved simply by selecting materials. The project team looked very carefully at sourcing materials within a 500-mile radius to the project. Everybody remembers when gasoline was $4 a gallon, and all the suppliers were feverishly looking to source materials closer to their warehouses to eliminate the cost of transportation cost. And in LEED for Homes, we look at that as well. So if you're sourcing materials close to the job site, then you're saving energy, gasoline, fuel, emitting less carbon to the environment, and supporting your local economy as well.